Hi everybody. I see everybody. So we're gonna do the koi fish today, and I know we've been painting with you guys all year, but I'm really excited to see how well you do your blending and texture. Remember how many colors for 3D? 3. And then before we started the video, I was showing you the difference between my two paintings. Right? Look at this nice dark blue I let rest on the sides like a frame, right? Oh, it's interesting. And then I just scratched at the front of it to blur it away and mix it in, right? But look what I did here. I over-touched it, and I just kept pulling it in. It just becomes baby blue. And look at this, it's supposed to be like that. So this is, right? And then look how much more orange I put here. An orangey red, and then here not so much. I was way more delicate. Look at this. I even put it on so dry. I want to look at, you can see the dry, it's like invisible, and I'm like, what was I thinking? I don't know how to paint. Why am I putting the paint on so thin? I don't know. Every time I paint, I'm different, right? So that means my approach would be different. And then this has way more green, and this has like minuscule. Okay, so we're going to paint the background first, and we might get a little bit of the watercolor in our fish, but we paint the fish again white. That's how I picked up a little bit of blue in my fish, but it doesn't hurt anything. It's pretty. So we're going to paint the water first, but we're going to do it in 3 pieces. Yeah, 3 pieces. So it's like, because of how fast paint dries, right? So we're gonna cut the painting in half up here and do like down this side to her tail, right? And decorate this. And then we could do this side, whee! And then we kind of sew them together where they touch, right? And then this weird shape in the middle is her own. So there's 3 pieces of water. Does that make sense? Because of how fast the paint dries. So we get it sopping wet with white first, and then we add color. Okay, so we need our white, right? So, and I gave you lots, so you don't have to be shy with your white paint. And then I'm going to need this green, right? I'll show you. See? That's pretty. A little bit of green, because they like the mossy green. And then blue, this blue. And look how much darker she dries than that color. And then the turquoise. And remember I was telling you before we started the video, this is the turquoise you have, right? It's really pretty, right? Pretty. This is the turquoise I have. I tried to mix blue and green together and make this color. No, I could not make. So mine's going to be darker than yours. Yours is prettier. Okay, just FYI. And that's touching my foot. Okay, so we're gonna paint the background first. So I need my big paintbrush, right? And then remember, when we blend, don't use the tip of the paintbrush. She's too scratchy, right? That will just scratch the paint off like that, and it just is not. We're actually gonna try to. I use the side of the paintbrush. Look how much this is really soft. So it will blend different but means I'm literally holding it like a magic wand, and I'm letting the side of the paintbrush push it around. The tip, she's really harsh, and it will like push all your paint off into a puddle. And then there's a giant puddle right there. Right? She's harsh, okay? But we can use the tip when we do the outlining, right? So let's just cut the top of our painting in half. Right? Not, it's just a piece of white for our brain, so we know that we're doing half, but it's not going to stay there. But I just poke my white paint. Don't stab it hard, because I gave you lots and they'll be way too deep. Just give it a poke, like that, me. And then just from the top of the painting to like between her nose and her tail, can you see? It looks all white to me. And I just go, okay, and it's white on white paint, so hard to see. But it's just a temporary line for your brain. So we know we're painting this half first. So it's just like, okay, don't paint over there. It's just a barrier for our brain. Because when we outline stuff, we don't cross the line usually. Right? Okay, and now I'm going to get more paint. Poke! Because now we have to outline the fishes. We want to protect the fishes. So how do we outline with paint? we go smash, and then our paintbrush opens and one hair touches that pencil. Yours is pencil, mine is Sharpie. What touches that pencil and goes squish, all smooth and thick. Remember how that squeeze of white paint comes popping out? So we're gonna go like this, and I'm above the fishy, and I go smash. There it is. I open my paintbrush, looks too big like a fan. But now I'm gonna sneak down, 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 down. Okay, I'm touching, and I just push. Should I wiggle? No, I'm trying to make a smooth fish, not a furry fish. So I'm all smooth. Oh, and then I ran out of paint already. It's not a nice thick squish. It's all dry, so I get to poke more. Poke! Poke! And then, but I'm going to go above my fish. I don't want to land on it, so I go, hey, there's a hair in my paintbrush and no likey. Get off of my paintbrush. Okay. And then I go above it, smush, and sneak down. And then I go, okay, one, and I don't care about the blobs. Blobs of paint are fine. They're just going to be shimmery spots. And I'm outlining, I have to go underneath his wing. That's a small shape. Let me get more paint. Poke. Because the thicker the paint, the more paint, the smoother the line. Who's learned that already? I know, because when you run out of paint, it's all dry, and you start scribbling. No. Okay, let me go under his wing. No, it just barely fits. And then wee, turn, whoop, under that wing. And then when we get to the, that's not enough. Now it's all dry. More paint, boop. And I go wee, and then right there where the tail is, that's the halfway spot, right? It's the same as this one. Halfway, halfway. So we're just gonna paint this side of our fish. Oh, I didn't get her nose. Let me scooch down. Smash, sneak, sneak, sneak. Okay, there's the tip of her nose. Fish don't have noses. How do fish smell? They're not breathing air. They smell with their fins. What? I know. Okay, now we're going to get this all. Remember how we painted before where we use a whole bunch of white paint and go blah, 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 and then cover that with white paint and then add color and blend them in. Remember that? We're going to do that again. So it's like, I don't care how much white paint I use. I smear it around. So now I'm going to stab my paint so I get a lot. Because I don't care. Because I'm going to smear it around. Ariel, I think you unmute yourself. I can hear my echo. You have a question?
Yeah, my thing was glitching and I didn't really know. It was like all black.
Oh, okay. Did you log back on? Is that how you fixed it?
No, I just wait. It was glitching.
Okay, well we just cut our painting in half and outlined our fish with white. But we've done that before, right? Okay, now I'm going to get this whole water area wet with white paint. I got a huge glob of paint and I just shove, 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 shove. And I'm using the side of my paintbrush. Watch, the tip of my paintbrush scratches the paint off. No. So I use the side of the paintbrush and I shovey, shovey, pushy, pushy. And then listen, that is not enough paint. It is all dry. It should be slippery. So I stab the white paint, stab! Get a globule, and then, it's much cool. And when it's thick, it's smooth and slippery. What if I have a lump of white paint? So that'll be a bright shimmer shine on my water. I don't care. But look, how safe is our fish? Because we outlined it and it's like 2 fingers away from my fish, it's very unlikely that I hurt my fish. So I stab my white. Oh, I got to get down here now. Down the side. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Smushy, smushy.
I think Oliver has a question, Miss Bixby.
Yes, go ahead.
Are we just painting the top left corner?
Yeah, it's this and down the side of the fish because we outlined this side of our fish. Because the paint dries so fast, we're only going to do one side of the water at a time.
Okay.
Because if we tried to what if we got everything wet with white? By the time we got over here, it'd be all dry. And now I'm going to do this bottom corner. And the very bottom. Oh, that's not enough. Listen, I can hear it. That's not paint. No, more. There. And then now I'm going to go hunting for parts that aren't wet with paint. I can see can you see mine shimmer? Not really, but I can. But it's white paint on white. So how hard is that? But I'm going to look. Remember, who's outside? You have to go even faster because the air is being stolen from your paint, or the water. The air is stealing your water out of your paint. Okay, now we get to decorate it. Let's turn it turquoisey. So get your turquoise. You have pretty turquoise. I have ugly turquoise. Remember my story? So I'm going to stab my turquoise. And it's all wet with white, right? This one side. Okay. Because we're going to decorate it now. So I just stab it hard. Stab! Okay. I got turquoise. But I'm going to drop it off in places, right? So maybe one near the top. Look how much darker mine is than yours. I'm already sad. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. And maybe near fish. And then down the side. And then, okay. And then what if you didn't get as much as me and you ran out by the time? No, just get more. You know where the paint is. So I have 4 globs. And you're like, oh, by the time I did the 4th glob, it was invisible. Well, maybe a poke more. Because remember how the white eats up your paint? So I got 4 pieces of turquoise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we going to leave them like that? It looks bad. No. Okay, here's my trick, is to never touch the same spot twice. What? So my paintbrush keeps moving, no stoppies. Okay, not zigzag. That would just make marks like this. No, okay, so maybe big, little, small, big, little, small, big, more like little waves. Big, little, small, big, small, little, big, small. Okay, so I'm just gonna, there's only this much on my paintbrush. Well, I'm still gonna start in the top corner. And if I hit some turquoise, fine. If I don't have any turquoise, fine. Okay, now I'm gonna go like this and I'm just gonna travel down the side and see what happens. Okay, baby turquoise. Oh, I did a big, little, small, little, big, little, small, little, big. Oh, I hit a whole bunch. Big, little, small, little. Uh-oh. I have to go under the fin. Let me slow down. Oh, now I hit a big piece of turquoise. It's going to be very turquoisey right there. And then I'm still, I don't stay in one place. I'm still traveling. I'm falling. Oh, then I hit a big one. Then I'm all done. Okay. That was just one piece. Am I done? No. And am I using the tip of my paintbrush or the side of my paintbrush? Look how I hold my paintbrush. I'm magic wanding it. Everybody pause and look up. So, you know why? Because it's not a pencil. I actually hold it more like the side. So the side of my paintbrush touches. I don't hold it like a pencil like that. Too sharp. Too much pressure. This will let me be softer. Okay, now keep going. Now watch. Okay, now I have to do the other part. Okay, so can the 2 areas touch? Yeah, same color. But I just go la 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 la. Oh, and then I have nothing. Invisible. Then I hit some. Uh-oh, I'm near fish. Let me slow down. Ooh, okay, fish. Okay. Let me get near fish. And then the tail. And don't be so worried about getting next to fish right now. We add green and that other blue color still. But how many color values are we rooting for? 3, a dark area of turquoise, a medium area of turquoise, and a light area of turquoise. Okay, so I just went, blah, 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 and then I don't really care because I'm doing it. Look at how many times I go back and visit it. I visit it with green, I visit it with blue, and I visit it with white. So the texture is going to change, and everything. Remember, go faster. You guys are going kind of slow today. Go faster. How come? Because your paint's drying. We're just scribbling in the color and acting like, we can be delicate when we get to the end, right? We're just putting the paint on. Okay. Now, ooh, green. Okay. Where's my green? Look at this emerald green is her name. Gorge, right? This is like the real color of an emerald if I had a ring. So, okay. And let's look at the original painting. Oh, looks like there's some by her head and some down the side and some near the tail. But it's mostly, look at this beautiful, this must be the big blob must have landed there. And then I ran out as I went down. So, okay. Just poke your emerald green. Poke! Okay. Punk. And then it's near her head. Whoop! The most. But then I'm going to give it permission to run out of paint as I go lower. Less green, ran out. But this will be my most green. But now when we put the color on, we would like it to, how many color values for 3D? 3. So the middle of your little shape that we're going to make, like a cloud, will be the darkest. Then I go and visit the sides and kind of blur around the edges and make medium. And then I can go even further away around it. But should it be a perfect round cloud? No. Make it weird. Like a water S shape, maybe. Not perfectly circle. Okay, you guys ready? So I have green in my paintbrush, and I just want to turn it's as big as about 4 fingers big, right? And I just would like to change her weird shape. So question?
Can you go over mostly all the steps, because something's going on with my computer. It was like glitching, and on the one try I can go back in.
Yeah, we got it all wet with white, and then we put turquoise and blended it in, and now we're putting green. Okay, and if you want to just wait and paint it later and watch the video from the beginning, you can do that. Okay, now I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna make this a weird, ugly shape, like oh, is she round? No, she's like an S scribble. And then maybe go and visit this green scribble. Okay. And then this one. And then this one. Okay. But they are not round. They're like clouds. I call them clouds, but they're not literally like a poof. Right? But then that's my dark green. Look at how dark it is. Nice. Right? But the edges, no. So can I just softly go around the edges and try to blend it in a little bit? So the side of my paintbrush, I'm holding it like a magic wand. Everybody pause what you're doing and watch what I'm doing. I'm going to go visit the edges and just kind of go, okay. Oh, am I touching the middle of it? No. I'm touching the side of it. Scratchy scratch. And I'm doing it super soft. Like I'm floating on top of the paint. I went around and I'm just scratching at her edges. Okay. Oh, look at that. See, now that I've done that, that looks better. Because look at now I'm going to scratch the edges. Uh-oh. Slow down for Finn. Woo. And then I can go around this one. All right. And then, okay. So they're little pieces of green. Look at how I'm almost out of green on the bottom. But then I don't know. I'm gonna go and touch some more. I got a little bit of. Who's got a little bit of green left? After you did that, right? Let's go in everywhere that didn't get any green. Just check. Look at that. How ugly that looks. That's bad texture. Now do it really, really soft, and maybe go visit everywhere else just with what's left on your paintbrush. Just kind of like, and softly. Oh, look it. It's changing the texture of the, ooh, and now I can get closer to fish. I'm just gonna, whatever green is left on my paintbrush, I'm just gonna visit. Oh, I did not even get close to her tail. Look at, oh, I gotta scooch up, and I'm just using a tip of my paintbrush. Get really close. Look at, it's just the right color in my paint. Okay, there, and then softly scribbly. Okay. But now I can look at it and say, do I have dark areas of green? Do I have light areas of green? Yeah. Do I have, okay. Now how about white? Some shimmer shine, right? make it shinier. So I'm going to get some white, and as my paintbrush is dirty, but we're not going to stir the white paint and get a bunch of green in there. Want to do it, just get a little poke of white. Just go poke. Okay, there. See how the white's still clean, right? Because we didn't stir the dirty paintbrush in there. And I got some white. Well, how about if we put some shimmer shine? It's going to be the shine on top of the water. And I just go, hello. I just put a little swipe right there. And then maybe down right there and down there. Okay, put you go. Well, should I leave the white like that? Because no. It becomes, instead of a green little cloud puffy thing that we blur, it's a white one. And we need white to live. Don't mix it all in. Because this is, look at. Little pieces of white shimmer shine. Makes it look like shiny water. Okay. So now I'm just gentle. And I'm just going to scribble that and go, okay, side of my paintbrush, la, 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 and then la, la, and then la, la, la. There, I just touched it to change her texture. Her texture was wrong. Her texture's not a stripe, right? And then, can I go look at the box. I literally made a box of white. I don't like it. So can I go touch the edges of it? Just fuzz out the edges. I'm not going to touch the middle of it. I like it that shiny. But maybe scribble the edges. Yeah. Okay, there. Oh, that's softer. Yeah. Touch it around it. Kind of going around it. That's good water, right? That's fun. Oh, what's left? Okay, here's my blue time. So I put blue down the side. But is it perfectly straight like a box? No. When I went to blur it, I snuck up on it and I did it lots, then a little, then a lot, then a little, then a lot, then a little. So it's not a perfect box up the side. But remember what I did to the other one? Did I overmix this? Where's my dark blue on the side? I touched it too much. Oops. Right? Okay, so now we get our, just keep that in mind. Because if I do it, you might do it. Okay, so now I'm going to get my blue. This super dark, she dries purpley blue. She's such a good color. And I just stab it really hard. My dirty paintbrush hurts nothing because it's all the same colors in the water. So I just go, stab! All right. And I'm just going to drop it off. Just wipe it off on the side of the painting like I'm making a frame. Blah! Okay, it only made it that far. And then it got see-through, look. So I need another stab. Stab! And then I ran out. It doesn't last very long. Look how thin that got at the... Okay, another stab. Stab! Right there. So if we don't want to mix this in, how soft do you have to be? You're floating on top, like super delicate, super soft, right? Don't scrub it in like this, and it'll just disappear. Look at the difference that I did, right? Like, oh, I see it. I left some pieces actually dark blue and just sitting there. That looks cool. This, why did I go back and mix it? So frustrating. Okay, so we're going to make a little frame. But if I went like this, perfectly straight, zigzag, zigzag, it'll just be a box. No, I want to break it up a little bit. So remember the crazy S shape, right? So I want to touch it all because this is the wrong texture, right? So, but kind of do it big, little, small, little, big, little, big, little, small, little, big, little bit. So ruin it so it's not a perfect box. So I just go push it in and pull it. But look, I didn't do it perfectly straight because I would just make a weird box down the side and I'm going to scribble. Okay, I scratched it off. I did it too hard. Softer. Soft, I'm floating on the paint. Floating. Oh, then it's really dark where I hit a big blob and then it's lighter. And I was all rough. I let my edges be all rough. Not smooth. All rough. Because how many versions of this blue do I need? 3. So, wait, Luke, Luke, stab your your blue and drop it off nice and thick down the side, then decorate it. Yeah, let it be nice and thick down the side. Okay, and then, just like the cloud, should I ever touch the side of the painting ever again? No. But what, can I touch the front of this blue and help her be more blurry? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I don't get, there's just whatever's left on my paintbrush. I don't care. And I'm just going to touch the front of her a little bit. And I just can yank on the front, just the front of this paint. And I go, ooh, look how much lighter she is. Because I'm only, and I'm zigzag, little small ball. Oh, and then she disappeared completely because then I hit a lot. And then, whoa, ooh, there, big, little, big, little, big. Look at, I still have an edge. Look at my perfectly straight edge. You know, likey. I'm going to touch it a little bit and try to fix it. Okay, there. It's a little perfect. I did it too much. I'm just going to go back and touch it for texture. There. You can look at this straight, perfectly straight box I did right there. Ooh, let me touch it a little bit. Ruin. Okay, there. Now it's not a box. But what's in our paintbrush right now? Just the right color to touch other areas. So just go visiting and just like super soft and blurry, go touch here. And and just kind of, whoops. Just what's left on my paintbrush. I might touch some of the green area and that's all. Oop, accident. Oops, like that. Whoops, I just accidentally dropped some off. I don't even care. Oh, look at this big blob of blue. I'm going to drop it off on the bottom. It was on my paintbrush, on the other side of my paintbrush. There. Okay, then pause. Let's see. Do you have some nice thick blue parts you didn't touch? Right? And you just let them sit there on the side. That's my dark, right? Then medium is where we came and scratched the front. But it has to have a good, interesting, scribbly texture. It can't be a box. And then there was just a little bit left in our paintbrush and we went visiting places and put some very light blue in there. Whoa, pa-choo. Right, pa-choo. Uh-oh, I got to get up close to my, who didn't get near their fish? Do you know what you have in your paintbrush right now? The perfect color. Now I can go sneak up to my, scratchy, touchy, fishy. Okay. Oh, near her head. Okay. Let's just see how I did. I don't know. Look at this one. I don't know. Now I wish I had more blue. Who wishes they had more blue? Do you wish you had more blue? Do you want to put some more? I feel like I could put more. Hey, my turquoise tipped over. Get a little bit of blue. And I'm going to go, I just wish I had more blue there. And more, okay, there. Okay, now I'm just going to do that. The super dark row, then a lighter row, and go farther away from it and farther away from it until it just turns into mist. Okay, there. I want, right? But then is it perfect? Do I go like this? Start, stop. No, that's a box. Can you just kind of go big, little, small, little, big, little, small, little bit? So it has a little bit of a ratty edge. So it's water. It's shimmery water. So it wouldn't be a start, stop box. It'd be more like I am as busy, water, scribbly, like that. Who thinks it's pretty cool? Do you have more than one version of blue? Dark, medium, light. How about green? Do you have dark areas of green, light, medium? Okay. How about the white? Do you have little shimmers, pieces of white left? Maybe a little bit. Okay. So now we're gonna do the other side. But there's a whole bunch of paint on my paintbrush. It's not gonna matter because we mix it, right? We decorate. But can I just get this big blob off of here real quick? So I just put my paintbrush in there and squeeze the paint out. Bitch. And then a big boogie of paint, right? Oh, butterfly? I don't know. Oh, that's pretty. But then I just get most of the paint out. It's still dirty, but most of it's out. So I can go do the other side. But look at this was supposed to be in half. Look, I didn't even get it halfway. Well, that means I'm going to have to get my water all the way over here so they touch, right? Because the water touches up here. So, whatever. It's all the same colors. Don't hurt nothing. Okay, now I have to outline this side of the fishy. And we save the middle of the fish for last, right? So, and you'll be able to see this better because my paintbrush is dirty. But I stab my white paint. Stab! Okay. Now I have to go, and I'm going to have to do her tail because look how far away I am from the middle. I don't know how I did that, but, how am I going to, okay, so, I can't touch it, so I smash away from it. Smash! And then I sneak up. Ooh, then one hair touch, and now I can push, and I have a nice smooth edge. I thought that would come out darker, but it's a little bit bluer. And then I ran out of paint that fast. No more paint, stop. And I go swoosh. Oh, look at that bead of paint. Do I even a glob of paint? I don't care. That's gonna be a shimmery white part for me. I don't care. More paint. So who thinks more paint is better than dry paint? It's slipperier. It makes a smoother line. And I'm just staring and ride the roller coaster of the edge. Just like when I was in kindergarten, I had to trace letters and numbers. That's why I'm good at this, because I've been practicing since I was a baby. And I'm using white, and I go smash, and then I smash my paintbrush and sneak up. Whoop, now I'm touching. Now I can go and push my paint. Do I wiggle my paintbrush like crayons, markers? No. No. That'll make a furry fish. I'm trying to make smooth fish. Okay. And then under her nose. Oh, yeah, they don't have noses. Under her face. And now I can touch this side. Oh, I just painted on white on that. Is that bad? No, we're going to add all those same colors. It's totally going to match. Now that we've done this side, this is your ugliest side. Because now we're going to do the other side. And now we understand it. So we can be like, oh, okay, I know what's going to happen. I know. Okay, so we got to get all this wet with white paint so we can decorate it. Who feels like they didn't use enough white paint last time? So it was all dry, right? And ugh. Well, just use a little bit more. Or just adjust, right? So I outline my fishy. Okay, now I'm going to stab my white paint really hard. So I can get a huge globule. It's like a spoonful of ice cream, right? But I'm going to smear it around like this and get this whole down the side all wet with white paint so I can decorate it. But it's a glob. And I just go blah, 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 blah. And you think it would last a good long... Oh, I touched the other side. Is that bad? No. I could touch... They're touched. We're going to sew them together with the same colors. It's not going to hurt nothing. Okay. That didn't last as long as I thought. I thought I got a huge glob of white paint. Nope. More. Stab. Okay. Pushy, shovey, shovey, pushy, pushy. And then I can instantly hear it scratch. No paint. I was like, no, it was slippery. More paint. Step. Glop, 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 glop. And because I outlined my fish, I have 2 fingers away from it before I even hurt my fish. And if you outline something, the human brain won't let you go and hurt it. It's a trick that we're just using what the brain knows. Oh, there's an outline there. Stop. And then you do. And I'm just filling it with white paint, and I'm sliding down this side of the water. La, 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 la. I remember, does it matter how we put the white on? No, because how many times do we touch it? We put turquoise on it, green on it, white on it, and blue on it. So the texture doesn't matter right now, how it goes on, because we end up ruining it when we touch it more, right? Oh, this is something I wanted to tell you. Okay, who did theirs completely flat like me? Sometimes I do it diagonal. I don't know why. But whichever direction your paintbrush scribbles went, you have to do the same over here so it's the same water. So I have to stay flat because that's how I did it. But look at this one. I did this one sideways. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But because I did this one sideways, this side also has to go the same direction because it's the same water. So keep that in mind. Whatever scribble you did, whatever texture you chose over here has to be true over here, okay? Otherwise, you're like, what happened to your water? It looks weird. Wrong texture. Okay. Oh, it's drying so fast. I got dry spots again. Wait. I'm using the light in the room to find my not shiny parts. Let me see. Oh, yeah, down here. Totally missed it. Huh. Wait. Corner. Edge. Middle-y part. Okay. Got it. Who's ready for turquoise? Are you still doing the white part? Remember, it doesn't matter how you scribble it on because we totally ruin it with turquoise. Okay, now you guys have the pretty turquoise. So we just stab the turquoise. Stab. Remember how we had to go back and get more turquoise? Because when we put our 4 dashes, we ran out down here. So we got more, right? So I'm just planning on that. So because I didn't go all the way to halfway, I'm actually going to put, unless you painted this, I don't know. I'm going to put 1 so I can sew the 2 worlds together, right? And then down, whoop. Now look, I'm out of white paint. I need more. Stab. And now I can go, bookie, 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 there. Oh, there's still a little bit on my paintbrush. I'll get that off. Bit too. Okay. Okay, wait. How did we do it last time? Do we stay in one place and just go like this in one place and make one color? No. I go like this. I travel in little columns, and if I hit a color, fine. If not, fine. And I give it permission to have dark areas, light areas, and medium areas. So I don't keep going back and touching it a whole bunch. But there is some turquoise left in my paintbrush. So I'm just going to start on this side. So it's going to be light, right? But what? And big, little, big, little, small, little, big, 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 small, little, big, big. Oh, then I hit a big, it's really dark now. And then going, traveling. And then, okay, that looks terrible. But how many times am I going to touch this? I put green on it, white on it, blue on it, right? And, now I got to go visit more places there. Okay, now I'm going to start another column. And I go, okay, I hit turquoise. And then there's nothing, and I don't even care. Just what's left on my paintbrush is fine. And then I have to sew those 2 worlds together. At the tippy top, what if I get turquoise over in the world we already painted? So we're gonna sew them all together. There. Yeah. I don't care. Oh, I didn't get nothing near my fish. Let me sneak. Okay. You wait. Okay, there. Okay. And the texture is bad, right? That's not pretty texture. It's not matchy with the other side. But no, it doesn't matter because we're gonna add green and white and blue. Who thinks this is going faster second time? How come? Because our brain's like, I know, I already did this. And of course you did. Okay, now you get to get green. Who thinks I'm going too fast? Remember, you're chasing me. I'm 1 tiny step ahead. You scribble. Okay, so now I'm going to get green. Where is she? That pretty green for the mossy color where the fish live. Step. And I only get 1 stab because look how dark she dries. Look over here. What? Did she dry way darker than you remember? I know. She's a little dark. Okay, so I go, okay, maybe a tiny poke in the middle where I sew them together. You can have some. And then maybe near the top. And then down the side. Patoo. There. I ran out. Oh, there's paint on the other side of my paintbrush. Okay. Well, I just ruined my texture. Now I have to go back and fix it. So, are they going to stay weird stripes, or am I going to turn them into those little funny S clouds and just change their texture and their shape a little bit? So I use the side. I'm holding my paintbrush like a magic wand, so I can use the side of my paintbrush, not pencil. I know you guys are used to pencil, but it's a paintbrush. So let me visit. Okay, look at the first little glob. Let me turn her into some weird scribbly. Okay, she's like a worm. Okay. And then let me see what how could I change this shape? I don't know. Like a okay. I just don't want her to be round clouds. And then this one could be like I don't know, an S. Okay. And then this one here. Okay. And it looks all bad and we're sad. But are we going to touch it more? Yes, we are. Okay, now gently, real gently, I like how dark it is in the middlies, so I'm not touching them anymore. I like it. Because how many color values of green do I need? 3. So the middles are always my darks. Can I go in and just visit the outside edge and make her fuzzier? More invisibly? So I just touch it and I'm like, oh, I just barely, touching the edges, making my cloud bigger. But she's furrier. Her edges are, I'm just barely grabbing at the edges. So it makes an interesting shape. See, that looks way better than, look at this one. This one looks, I didn't scratch the edges of that one. It looks bad, right? So I'm going to go, scratch at the edge, not the middles. The middles I like, but maybe the edges. Oh, and now the texture is changing. I like it. I like it a lot. Do you know what's in your paintbrush right now? The perfect amount of baby green to go visit everything else. It's in your paintbrush. So I go, well, if it's already painted green, don't touch it. But what if I go, not this side, I'm finished with this side, but just the side we're decorating, I'm just going to go, oh, you would like some green, and you would like some green, and my fish would like some green. And it's just what's in my paintbrush. It's like blurring it. It's like powder. I drop off a little. Oh, I'm also changing the texture of my paint as I drop off some baby amount of like invisible green. I feel like I'm barely dropping off any green, you know? It's like invisible, and I don't care. And it's changing the texture of my water better. I like it because I'm visiting everything and just changing her water. Okay. Oh, look it. I have just the right color to fix over my fish's nose. It's bluish green. Okay. Now I'm going to get close to my fishes. Okay. It's mostly white. That cobble white is messing me up. Okay, closer to my fish. And it's just the right amount of color to get really close to my fish. Now, how about these two worlds, right? Look how they disappeared. It's all blurry up here. We crossed over their two worlds and we don't care. Now that your other side is drying, can you see how that blue's getting darker and the green's getting darker? You know why? Because white paint turns clear like Elmer's glue. You think, oh, it's all like pastel. Then it starts to dry and you're like, it's getting darker. Okay, now we can wipe off the blue down the side and make a frame. Remember that? So how much blue? A lot. Because it's cute. So I stab my blue. Oh, and I don't care. But it doesn't seem to last very long. It only lasts about that long, right? So I just wipe it off down this, touching the very, 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 very edge of my painting. Blah. Okay. Oh, I have some on the other side of my paintbrush. Okay, I can use that. But then I didn't make it to the bottom, so I need some more. Blip. Whoop. Cool. Who can already predict what's going to happen? And you're already doing it. I know. You don't even need me. Okay, but do I go like this? Start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, and make a box? No. I go like this. Big, little bit. So it's a little bit more the texture of water. And I can't, look, I'll tell you what not to do. This is the no. Start, stop, and look, it just makes a weird box. Damn. So instead, I'm gonna go long, 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 short, 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 long, long, long. So it has a crazy, crazy edge. So my edge is not so perfect. It has a interesting to look at, not a box. Right, not what's that called? A column in a, right? I let her be roughed edged. And I'm using the side of my paintbrush when I paint. I worry that you're using the tip of your paintbrush. She's very sharp and she will scratch the paint off. She's very sharp. And you go, why is the paint coming off? Okay. Ooh! Now, guess what's in your paintbrush? The misty, misty blue. So we don't touch the side because we get this dark, dark frame. But can we touch the front of it a little bit? Oh, it's totally ruining it. This is what I did the last time. I touched it too much. I gotta be softer. Softer. Look at it, scratched all the paint off. Softer. Okay, softer was the trick. And, oh, long, short, medium, long, long, short. Long. Oh, okay, there. That's better. I pushed really hard. That's what I did wrong last time. I was way too push hard. Oh, because okay. That's, look at the misty, misty I got. Is it starts to run out of blue? That's so pretty and see-through. Running out of paint is the trick. And now, oh, guess what's in your paintbrush now? The mistiest, invisibliest, driest. And now I'm going to go like drop it off other places, like in the middle. Oh, look at, I'm sewing the worlds together, those two worlds with some misty blue. You can have some and you can have, oh, that's right, I'll rub it in. It's a shadow, right? I don't care. I don't really care. I have interesting texture. Oh, I can go close to my fish now. It has just a little bit of powder blue in it. Ooh, the bottom. We have to sew the bottom together too. These two worlds should touch. What if I get some blue in the, so? I don't care. I could just go like this. It sews the two worlds together. I attach them. You know what we forgot? The shimmer shine of white. She didn't get a shimmer shine of white floated. Could we put some on now? Yes. On top. Okay. So I'm going to get a little poke of white and be like, I don't know. Maybe here and here and here. Okay. And the white is, and should it be a square? No. So I'm going to try to make her like a wiggly S. Right, so, there, it's ugly. There, and then, that's all. Shimmer shine. And that's nice and weirded shaped. But now I have just a little bit of powder white and I'm going to go fuzz out her edges. I'm not going to touch the middle. I like her shiny, but maybe just, oh, look at the mist. I made mist. Because I'm just touching the edges up. Oh, look at that soft. And I'm doing it very soft, like I'm floating on top of the paint. Look at, she's making shimmers on my water. A little bit of shimmer shine. I just fuzz and dry the edges. Oh, that wasn't high enough. Okay, there. That's pretty. I like that we waited till the end then, because she was more shimmery, right? Okay, let's check for 3D. Do we have dark edges? Do we have mediums? Do we have light? Okay, do we have green areas, white areas? Is there a line anywhere, like a flag? Or did we let them be blurry where two colors touch? Good job. Well, you know all we have left. It's going to be so easy and boring. It's the middle part of our fish, where our fishes are. So who did diagonal like me, like this? Who went at an angle? Anyone? So if you went at an angle and you're in the middle of the painting, you have to go the same direction. But I went straight this time. Did anybody copy me? So if you go straight, then it has to be straight in the middle too. Same Z's. Okay, so I'm going to clean my paintbrush off, so I'm going to lick it. No! Get a paper towel and clean it. No! I pulled his head off. I got to put it back together. Okay, there. I'm going to push it together. I popped it off. I don't know my own strength. Okay, now, oh, look at this. The middle, when we outline it, has a whole bunch of lumps and bumps. But we practiced outlining, so this should be okay, right? So we get it wet with white, then turquoise and green, then blue, then white. Yes! So easy and simple. Wait, Luke, did you just go ahead and do it? All right, for you then. Okay, now I'm going to get white stuff. And I just want to outline. Oh, I have to go between the face and the tail right there. Uh-oh. Okay, I fixed it. But I'm going to add color. And what if I get a little bit of water on my fish? I'm going to outline my fish with white. So it'll be fine. Okay, so I land in the water. Smash. And now I sneak up and let one hair touch my fish from inside the water part. Oh, that ran out. More. Oh, look at all these little lumps on this fish. You know why? She has turned herself to her side. When they show each other their spots, and that's how they recognize each other. How do zebras tell each other apart? I don't know. Or lions, for that matter. They all look the same. Okay, I didn't outline. Wait, the tail. I forgot the tail. Okay, fixed it. And then after an outline, what? Get it all wet in the middle? Yes! Stab my white. Luke's got to wait now. Hee hee. Who finishes first then starts talking and getting in trouble? Okay, scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Or I go so fast and you start to panic, right? There's two kinds of people. I finish really fast and then I'm in trouble because I am bored. Or there's never enough time and I'm freaking out. Both are terrible. So just be glad you're the one you are. I got mine all wet with white. You can't even see it. Mine on the camera, it literally looks like a big white blob. Okay, now let's decorate it. Okay, so poke the turquoise. Poke. And maybe just 2 pieces of turquoise. Hello, hello. Because you already know. Look at Matthew. He's not waiting. Good job, Matthew. Okay, now I'm just gonna scribble it, and I don't want a round cloud, so I give it a weirdness. That's the language I'm scribbling in. And then, hey, that's coming out a lot more pale than I remember. Do you think I should add more turquoise? Why is that so much? Oh, I add green and blue. I think it will be fine. I worry. Okay, now I'm gonna go visit the edges with the side of my paintbrush. I hold it like a magic wand, and I just go, okay, visiting the edges. Scribbly, scribbly around the edges. Blah, 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 blah. And then after I do that, now I have the perfect color in my paintbrush to go visiting everything out. Oh, there's a piece of turquoise on my paintbrush on the other side. I'm going to use that. Okay, visiting, pushy, pushy, pushy. It's way more pale than the rest of it. Look how much lighter that is than that. Oh yeah, all paint color darkens as it dries. Right? Because white turns like clear. I missed what you said. It was a little bit garbled. One more time. Are you all done, Matthew? Do you feel good?
Because I'm gonna paint the fish, but I don't know what the eyes look like.
Oh, no eyes. I'll show you. The spots are orange with little brown freckles, but they don't have eyes. You know why? They're swimming past each other and their eyes are on the side of their head and we're looking down on the top of them. Does that make sense? So we're only looking at their back and we can't see their eyes. Does that make sense? So no eyes. We're looking at their back. See, look at these dots. That's his backbone. Boop, 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 boop. That's his back. Okay. Now I'm going to get green. Who already did theirs and you're not waiting? You can. If you trust yourself, you just go. We know it happens. And I get green and then I decide, I don't know, here and here. I don't know. And then visit it and change it because that's the wrong texture. La, 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 la. And then now there's like a little bit of green in my paintbrush, so I go visiting everything. Oh, I gotta go between her face and her tail. This part freaks me out right here. It's just very gentle. Okay, I'm afraid. Okay, now I can go. And then everybody gets a little bit of green. Remember that? Oh, let me get closer to my fish. I'm gonna get closer. Little tiny touches. I get closer, closer, closer to my fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, what is that? I made a line. Let me fix it. Okay, there. Okay, I really think my middle is turning out lighter than the rest of it. Is anyone having that? You can use more paint. I don't care. Maybe I'll just fix it all with blue. I'll be extra generous with blue. That's what I'll do. Okay, now I'm going to get blue, and I stab my blue with a dirty paintbrush because I'm just making water. Blue! And I'm just going to go, okay, whoosh, whoosh, and whoosh. Okay. I tried to put it where green was not and turquoise was not, but they're all going to end up overlapping anyway. Right? So let me take this, a bad texture, right? That's just a line. What is that supposed to be? So I'm going to change your texture to water texture. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't want a round circle. That's the trick. And then blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm climbing all over my green. Darn. Okay, now, just with what's left in my paintbrush, I'm going to go blur out the edges. And I'm not going to go near my fish just yet. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt my fishes. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to blur around this first. Real gentle, super soft. Because I worry I'm going to scratch all the paint off. Okay, there. That's pretty good. I have a dark area, a medium area, and a light area. I don't know. And now there's a little bit of powder blue left in my paintbrush, so I'm going to go visit everything and change the texture at the same time. So you can have some baby blue, powder blue, invisible blue, and you can have some, and I'm walking it around really gentle. I don't want to ruin my Nido green that where'd that blob of blue come from? From the side of my paintbrush. Whoops. Okay, I just blended in. Little touches. But I have to sneak up to my fish now. Look at this, terrible. Next to my fish, I gotta touch my fish. Oh, we could put a little white shimmer shine still. That'll add a little something, something. But get close, close, close. I'm just making little tiny touches near my fishes. There. A shimmer shine. We definitely need a shimmer shine right down the middle. And poke my white and just go and hello. And then leave it like that. No, I just put a big blob of white down the middle and now I'm just going to go, and then just kind of blur out her edges and then we're done. Oh, look at that cute water texture. How come that came out so good the last thing I did? Because I did it this many times. And I just put the white and then I just scribbled her edges and I gave her permission just to sit there like that. I think I keep getting blue on my paintbrush because there's a blob of blue on my paintbrush and it keeps... There. Okay, do I have dark areas, medium areas, light areas? Okay, that's my color, dark, medium, light. How about, and my texture? Is my texture matching all the way around? Okay. Dark area. You know, I could have done more green, but it's fine. Because there's green at the top. That's cute. And I like this shimmer shine I ended up down at the bottom of my painting. I don't know. I just left it there all perfectly white. I like it. Okay, that's it. How's your water? And how did we make those colors? Blue, green, and white in different versions, right? So we clean our paintbrush, pinch, and we're gonna do our stick next. So those of you who are jumping ahead and doing your fish, don't do your fish. Okay, don't do your fish yet. Why? Because what do we get? I'm gonna put this stick on there with you. Look. If we put this stick on now, that what's gonna happen. If we do it now, it will dry while we're doing our fish. Then at the end, we put our flowers. And then the brown will be dry. Otherwise, we'll make brown flowers. So we put the stick just for a place for the flowers to sit. But we have to do them now, and then the stick will dry while we do fishes. Who's ready? Ready? So we get to change paintbrushes. Yellow paintbrush. Look how pointy she is. Little paintbrush, okay? And I'm gonna get my brown paint. I think my brown paint.
Just remember, let's not go ahead of Miss Pixie. Let's take our time.
And look at, I think I have a different color brown than you, huh? Show me your brown. Is it yours look like milk chocolate? I think, yeah. You guys have the milk chocolate or the super dark one like me? I don't know. Because this one is called, I'll show you the two difference. See, there's two. See the two sticks? One is called raw umber and one is called, I forget, burnt umber, right? So they just dry different. It still works no matter what, okay? So I want to show you who made a tree with me before? Did anyone ever make a tree make a tree with me before? Can I show you a tree? Okay, so I'm gonna show you, right? So when I make a tree, I pull my paintbrush. I cannot hold it flat the whole time. Let me show you. Everybody pause and look up. Even if you're busy, watch me. Everybody pause what you're doing. Okay, watch. This is me doing it wrong. I'm gonna go smash. Oh, and then I pull down and fix. Oh, what? It's just a fence post. No. This is what we want. We get our paint and then we pull our paintbrush and it starts off that, but as it gets skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. Isn't that what trees do? Right? How about my arm? It's attached to my body, but it starts off really big all the way to fingernail, right? So I pull. But in this case, we're going to be doing it long ways like this, and we pull our paintbrushes flat against the paint and we pull it. So we end on the tip. You cannot hold it like a pencil or it will just go smash, humongous. Let's go smash, there'll be one size. Okay? So, and let me show you this. So if I go smash and then I pulling, softer, 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 softer. I landed on one hair. Okay? And branches never let themselves touch. That'll make a V. They never do that. So they go, and branches are parallel. Do you guys know that word? Parallel. They run next to each other but never cross, and they don't stick out from each other. So they're parallel. So watch, I'll go, okay, a branch. So I go land, smash, and I smash when I start, so it could be thick. And then I pull and I do it softer, 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 softer. What if it's not straight? Because I'm made out of blood and bones and stuff, and it wiggles. It's perfect for a stick, right? It's not supposed to be straight. And then, can I put another stick just below it? No, that'll make a fork. So I have to go further down the stick like this. Oh. So what if I want to put twigs? I go above and then further down below. And then above and then above, below, above. Oh, those are sticking down. They're supposed to be parallel. Those are kind of, oh well. And then I go up, below and then above. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do it together. So it's a pattern, and you do it with me because you don't want any weird forks. Because everyone goes, what happened? Okay, so my first, my branch starts off about 3 fingers thick right there. And it's, oh no, that's not what I want to say. It's 3 fingers from the side. So we're not in the corner. We're like 3 fingers over. So just stab your brown. Stab! And then, my painting's wet. So I'll just float my fingers over. And I just put a little poke where I would like my branch to start there. 3 fingers away from the edge. Is it like a law? No. It's just we don't want to touch the corner. And then it's 2 fingers big. So I go like this and I go, all right, then let me bring it closer so you can see. But it's 2 fingers away. So here's the dot. And I just go, all right, then I'll put the dot on the other side. There, it's 2 fingers fat. So it's a little, we're going to start with a fat stick. Hey, look at the paint is dripping down my paintbrush. Me no likey. Get that off. Okay. Now I'm going to make the branch so it's like an ice cream cone, but the ice cream cone is pointing at her tail. So I just go, right, and where's she pointing at? Tail. So look at the tail. Look at the tail. Okay. And how big? Oh, it's not very big. Oh, yeah. And then we could fill, and I'm using the yellow paintbrush, and she's way smaller. See, the yellow one, and she's pointy. So switch yes, she'll be littler. Okay, now I go, okay, let's fill that in with brown. What if the background shows through a little bit? So, okay, there, It's going to dry really, really black, really, really dark. Okay. And then, is this a real stick? No. And look, I went from thick to thin. Thick to thin. Okay, now all my sticks are going to be pointing off the page. You want to see? What are they pointing at? Look over there. Look, like they're pointing off the page. Not down, but look over there. Okay, but I'm going to pull. Hold it with 2 fingers. Everybody pause. 2 fingers. And we're going to pull our paintbrush. Pull it. Don't hold it like a paintbrush. Your paintbrush will just go blah. So instead, we're going to pull it and try to see if we can't get them skinny. So stab your brown and pinch it like this. And we're just, everybody pause and watch me. I'm going to smash, which is going to be super thick, right? And then I'm pulling. And then, I like it to be skinnier now. Softer. I ended up, look at that. That better get that off. I was dripping. Do you see how I pulled it? I went smash because she goes from thick to thinner. And how do I get it thinner? By doing it softer. I can't even feel it anymore. It's delicate, tiny. It's very tricky. But once you get it, you're like, of course. Well, what about right at the elbow of my branch? I put another branch. All right. So I'm 2 fingers. Look at me pinch. Not a pencil. Why? My paintbrush will open too thick if I hold it like a pencil. So I'm going to go smash, and then I start pulling, but I'm pointing off the page, and she's parallel, and I'm pulling softer. Oh, I better attach it. Look, let me attach it. Look at there. I'm pulling on it. I'm pulling my paintbrush so I can end on the tip. You can't hold it like a paintbrush or like a pencil because she'll open humongous. Like when we're outlining something, it's too big. Okay, now I'd like to get more brown paint, and I would like to make another stick. Can I put one directly above her and make a 3-pronged fork? No. I have to go further down the stick a step. And then I just go smash, pull, 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 softer, 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 softer. And then I can pull this twig in and pull it into the branch a little bit. Well, don't get more paint. We have just the right amount of paint for itty bitty baby twigs. But I just go above, below, but they can't touch. So watch me now. How soft can you go? How soft? Because that's how skinny it's going to be. So I'm going to try to do it so I can't feel it. So I'm going to go above, below, below, above, below. I didn't get any more paint because I just need a speck. Oh, that's all. Here, I can put a branch right there. There. I'll just put flowers on it. If it's ugly, you put flowers on it. My twigs turned out so ugly. I just put flowers on them. Okay. What are we going to do to this? Cover it with flowers. So all we really needed was a frame. How about if we put one more branch? Look at this big hole right here. We can put a branch. So I'm going to get more brown. Step. And my branch is going to hang down off my branch. But still going to point off the page. But I go smash, pull. Oh, I made another branch. Because there was a big hole right there. And now I could put a twig above, below. Oh, that's going to have flowers on it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that's just a frame to hold flowers. Is the twig real? Celeste, I think your painting was upside down, that's all. Celeste, flip your painting over. Flip it over. Look at the Celeste. Her little face is really close to the bottom and the tail is really close to the bottom. Do you have those two pieces? Can you flip your painting? I think you got confused. Flip your painting. Flip, 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 flip. Yes, yes. Okay. So can you, no, back up. Put it back up again. There, and stop. That's it. See this giant space up here? It's for the twig. Okay. Do you want to put another twig up here? And then this one that you put, how easy would that, don't do it now. We'll just smear the brown around. So when it dries, just put more water. It's turquoise and white, right? So you want to make a stick? Just do another. Look how much more room you have now. I would have caught that sooner, but I wasn't watching. Okay. You want to put another stick? So it's 2 fingers and then pull off the page. Now you have more room up here. Look how much bigger you can be. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush because I would like to do a fish. Luke, Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, you want to see my fish real quick? Okay, so these fish have little groups of freckles of brown paint, right? See the little freckles, okay? And then this one has a little row of dots down her back. Okay? Speedy. Okay, now, but there is brown in my paintbrush, and I need to outline my fish white. Okay, I gotta clean it off. So I just give a paper towel and I give it a pinch. But if there's gonna be a little bit of brown in there, you know what that's gonna be? A shadow. Don't be scared. So I just give it a pinch and get that big glob of brown out, right? Pinch. Now I can get white. Now I can outline my fish. We're only doing one fish. How come? Because the paint dries really, really, really fast. Okay, so I'm going to outline my fish. And my fish goes on top of the water a little bit. Is that wet? Okay, good. Whew. But I make her just, I let the white part of this outline touch the water. Okay, but I stab my white nice and thick. Because more paint makes a smoother edge. But look how much smaller this paintbrush is. So it only lasts about three fingers. And then you'll have to stop and get more. But the fish is going to be white, right? So I land and I'm in the fish, smash. Hey, we've done this trick before. And then I push and do I wiggle? No wiggling. How come? Because it will make a furry fish. So I push, and then I run out of a glob of paint. It's the thickness of the paint that makes it smooth. More paint, stab. And then I land in the fish, smash, and then let one hair touch the water. And what if the water peeks through a little bit? We don't care. It looks pretty. And then, who knows how to do this now? Good job, Celeste. I like that you're going for the stick. Thanks for not being shy and not being nervous about it. You just go. Make your twigs. I'll show you. I'll bring mine down a little bit so you could copy mine. Okay? And then, all right, now I got to outline the rest of the fish. Push. Nice and smooth edge when I do that. Push. And I don't want to see the pencil. Bye, pencil. Goodbye. Okay. Ooh, look what I just made a lump on her. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to make my fish a little wider. Oops. I haven't met this fish. I don't know if she doesn't have a bump on her tail. I don't know. Okay. So I just go smoosh, smoosh. Oh, I can still see that has to be gone. No pencil. Paint over the pencil with my glob of paint. Whoosh. Okay, now I can do the other side. Who's beating me right now? Doing it nice and thick, smooth line. And now I got to do the top of her, no, it's not her nose. It's her face. Whoosh. And the more paint that I have on my paintbrush, the smoother the squish. It's perfectly smooth fish that way. Smoosh. Oh, look at that lump of paint. Perfection. People are like, oh, let me go back and flatten my paint. It's acrylic paint, which means it will just turn to dry powder. You could put a glob of paint and it will still dry flat because all the water disappears and it just leaves the powder behind. So you're like, oh no, it's all lumpy. Well, nothing. Okay, I'm outlining so smooth. So smooth, and I push my paint. Okay, that's the smoothest. Oh, Celeste has a question. Go ahead, Celeste.
Can you help me fill in this part because something I got kicked out because my computer was down.
Oh, how about this? What if we paint our fish, and remember when you're going to go fix this little thing right here on the side, the brown? What if you do this and this at the same time with your big paintbrush? Is that okay? Because you still outline your fish from the inside, and then you decorate with the colors, right? And you could do it after the fish are made. So don't worry. Because I wouldn't want to do it now because the blue, look at my blue's all dry. That's why she's not moving around. So I don't want you to do the water now. I would skip it and do it at the end. Okay, now watch. Now I'm going to get more white and I got to outline all those weird shapes. Okay, oh God, tell you about these fish. Wait, everybody pause. Okay, these are called crownfish. They have a spot on their head and a spot on their head. It's like a crown, right? They're like $5,000. A koi fish with a spot on its head is called a crownfish. The cats don't know that and the hawks don't know that and they eat them anyway. But these are so it's like this is a good luck painting because they're two crownfish. Okay? So we just need to outline these. And are these real shapes? Did I keep those shapes for reals? When you look at my fish, are those shapes real? No, they're ideas of shapes. Okay, so don't be like, oh, they're gonna be like perfect triangles. No, we kind of ruin them like clouds. Okay, so it's an idea. So let's outline our crown shape on her head. And basically, I just want to get rid of pencil. And it's just an idea of a shape. We're going to ruin it. And then, ooh, the big shape around her back. Mostly I just want to get rid of pencil because pencil's dark. I don't want it to show through my paint. Goodbye, pencil. Get out of here. I'm bullying the pencil. I guess suspended. Okay. How come I'm faster than you? Is it because I'm better at this than you? No, I've done this before. So my brain is just like, whatever, easy, right? When you're doing it for the first time, your brain's like, what? What? And you have to go slower. No big deal. Okay, now everything that's not the spots, those are going to be orange, but can I get the rest of my fish wet with white so I can add yellow and smear it around? So I have to paint her fin white and that fin white and between the spots white and down the sides white. And look at how easy that is. It's just a scribble. And how come I'm not going outside the lines? Because I outline stuff. And my brain says if I outline something, I won't go over the lines. And it's true. But mine's kind of, can you see my lumps? I don't know if you can see the texture of how thick my lumps are. But because I painted before, I know those are going to be shimmery white. Those are going to be white blobs, right? They'll be brighter. Okay, now I'm going to add yellow. Who's ready? So I can't scribble like this. I have to go slow because I would like my white, I would like to keep the shape of the fish. So I'm going to get yellow. Oh, I haven't opened it yet. Hello. Might as well open orange too because that comes next. But I'm going to stab my yellow. Stab with my dirty paintbrush because I'm just putting it on my fish. And then I'm going to put polka dots of yellow on all the wet white parts. So you can have some, and you can have some, and you can have some, and some, and some, and some, and some. Whoops, I got close to the edge there. There. Ew, look at how much paint is still left on my paintbrush. I do not need that huge, I'm going to clean my paintbrush out. I have a huge glob on there. Okay, after I put I'm going to clean my paintbrush there. I don't need any more. There, done. Okay, now I'm going to use small little scribbles because each little scribble is like scales. So the texture is like little. And I'm going to push that yellow around inside the white and see what kind of dark, medium, light color I get. So remember when we did the water and we just went visiting like that? And we didn't stay in one place. We just go, oh, it's very yellow. And then it's not very, and then, oh, I hit another one. And then when I want to near the edge, I just slow down. And then scribbly, and then slow down. And then scribble. And then what if I have a thick, dark yellow part? So, it's pretty. And then, oh, I'm running out of yellow. I don't care. It'll be softer yellow. It turns into a lemon yellow. That's more interesting.
Cadence, what's wrong, sweetie?
Oh, Cadence. We went too fast for you? Did we get ahead of you? Okay, so I just painted did you outline your fish white? I saw you do it. Did you outline your fish white? No, outline your fish. And we're going to do it with white, with the little yellow paintbrush. And then don't scribble. Look, push your paint like this. Push, right? Because that gives it smoothness. We got ahead of you, Cadence. But I outline like this. Smash, turn. So it's really thick with white. And don't worry about my yellow. Mine's yellow. How easy it is to scribble in yellow. Easy. Oh, between my two spots would like some. And then I'm going to slow down with my and be tinier. I would like to go near my edge very slowly. If I don't want to scribble near the edge, it makes a furry, right? Now, are we going around our spots? Right? You can do it, Cadence. And it just has a weird texture. And it's a little scribbly. And then check for 3D. Do you have dark areas, light areas? I do. And then scooch it into the corners, little teeny tiny wiggles. Yep. And if you want to lighten it, you just add a little bit of white. Like, oh, that's way too much yellow. Oh, cuss and swear. No, just put some white on it and tell the yellow to calm down. Calm down, yellow. So I put white on it. It's just turned too dark. And scooch it up. Brandon, look, scoot the edges. Look, push, watch. Brandon, watch. Push, scooch it now. Oh, push in the corners. I'm getting really scooch. And I don't pick up my paintbrush. I just push it. I just scribbly. There it is. Now it's happening. And then what if you have dark areas of yellow? Light areas of yellow? It's a fish. Keep going, Candace. Look at her tail. Can you go around this spot, around her, around that big spot with the yellow and white? You could just paint it yellow and then put some white on it. Okay, now I get to do sorry, Candace, don't get mad. You just keep doing the yellow part. Okay, now I'm going to get dirty paintbrush and everything. I'm going to get orange. And one stab of orange until I decide. Keep going, Candace. You just keep doing the outline all the way until you're touching the pencil. Okay? Yeah. And smooth edges. Okay. Now I'm going to stab my orange stab. And I'm going to drop it off in the middle of her head. Bloop. And then bloop. And then remember what I didn't like. Look at my two fish. My texture's different. It still looks good, right? But I'm like, should I have used more red? I don't know, right? So it just comes out how it comes out. Oliver has a question.
When we're done coloring the fish, do we color the other fish?
Yeah, but wait for us, Speedy. Okay, now I have yellow in my paintbrush and white. Now I'm going to scribble and just push it around. But what if it won't? Look at me. Look at all of a sudden I dry out. What? I need more orange. I didn't know that until I started painting, so I get a little poke more. All right, there. And then what about my edges? Should they be perfectly smooth? No, it's made out of scales. That'd be the wrong texture, right? And then what about this big long one? And see, I don't know if I have the right amount of paint on there until I start doing it. And all of a sudden it gets too dry. Oh! But I don't need very much paint to finish that, right? So how much paint do I need? A tiny little speck? A speck? Okay, there. Cool. Wait, remember when we did clouds? Everybody pause and look up. Remember when we did clouds? Can we just go with no paint on our paint? Let me just even clean my paintbrush. Watch this. I clean my paintbrush, pinch, and with no paint on my paintbrush, I'm going to make blurry edges for my spots. I'm just going to, remember when we did this with our water and we give the edges permission to be blurry? There's no paint in my paintbrush, so I'm just telling them, like, you be blurry and you be scratchy and you be dry. Okay, and then scratchy, just so it's not all harsh and hard on the sides. Because we learned how to do it in the water, we might as well do it to our fishy. Okay. Oh, look I have a super dark spot where it was thick with orange. And I have thinner areas where it just happens by accident. I don't know. But you know what? You want to put some yellow on it and tell it to calm down a little. But yellow, she's almost see-through. She doesn't like to be touched at all. So if we put the yellow on there, you just put her on top and float her on top. If you mix it in at all, it just turns orange. Okay, so I'm gonna get my yellow stab. I just get a stab and I just drop it off like a weird scribble. Hello, I'm just a little bit of wet yellow, just for interest. Yellow, but don't rub it in. It'll just disappear. Who's more powerful, reddish orange or yellow? Reddish, look at me, I'm touching it. I'm totally making it go away right now. And I just told you not to. I'm just floating some yellow to break up the orange a little bit, just for interest, right? Okay, now let's give her freckles. Okay, so I clean my paintbrush mostly just to make it really pointy. And I'm just gonna do, how soft do you make a little poke? How do you want your paintbrush to open humongous like this? Poof. No. I just go poke, poke, poke. And let's get some brown. You want to see? They're little freckles. But they're clusters of freckles, like 1 or 2 freckles. Okay, so I'm going to get just a little tiny, how much brown? The tiniest speck of brown humanly possible. So watch, and it's nice. I clean my paintbrush so she's really pointy. Okay, I can't get smaller. I think it's too big. So get a teeny speck. And then we're going to put, as soft as we can, little freckles. You want to see? So watch. Near on her face, and it could be on her spot too. Watch me. 5 little freckles in a little family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little family. Don't push hard. What happens when you push hard? Your paintbrush goes bleh. It's so gentle. And then maybe some going down the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. And then maybe sets of 2. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 1. What there? Freckles. Poke, poke. Poke, poke. Little freckles. Just for cuteness. Okay, who thinks this other fish is going to go way faster? How come? Because we had to learn on this one. So what do? We outline our fish with white. Then go around all our spots. Then add yellow. Then make orange scribblies for our spots. Who thinks that'll be faster? I know, because we done it. So I stab my white paint. Stab! Okay. And I can see my pencil, so you know I gotta go over that. So I just go, And the thicker the paint on my paintbrush, the better. Stab! Ooh, look how much paint I'm using. How come? It makes a thicker, smoother line. I stab my white paint, a huge, disgusting glob, but then I go outline, and it's way thicker and smoother, and I just push my paint, and a nice, thick bead of paint comes out. I think I just made her face bigger. I turned the corner really big. Whoops! Okay, now I'm gonna do the other side. Whee! I was like riding the roller coaster, but you have to stop like every so many seconds and get more paint so it's nice and thick and it's a smooth fishy. Who's beating me right now? You outline. Alrighty. Okay. And after I outline my fish in white, or my second fish in white, can I just go around, and do I have to be very careful about these shapes? No, we totally ruin them, right? Her little shapes. So we just get rid of the pencil. Buy pencil. So just go around that triangle, and I'm not even being careful anymore because I know from the last one that I end up ruining those shapes. It's just an idea of a fish. Are these real fish, or are these just ideas of fish? Right? These are the shape, color, and texture of a fish. Whatever. Okay, now I'm going to go around this triangle. Oh, and then the crown on her head. Because she's very expensive. Did you guys know that about crownfish? Now when you go to the koi pond at the Japanese gardens, you can look for the fancy fish. But they usually get stole. So. Oh, you guys know the little rascals? No, you're too young. But there was a PD dog that had a big spot around his eye. And so all PD dogs that are born with spots around their eyes are very expensive, right? Once it has a meaning, everyone's like, oh, a PD dog. Now everybody will like put it on auction and be so, well, that's the same. Someone decided that means they're special. Okay, now I'm going to get more white and just be like, okay, everything that's not a spot gets white. Are we being careful? No, we add yellow, right? Around my spot. More paint around that spot. In the fins. In front of her face. Right? And now I'm going to go back and do it a little slower. I was just kind of dropping off remember how we can drop off the white paint and then go back over it for texture, right? So now I'm just kind of touching it up. There, and there, and there. Because what am I about to do? What did the other one have? Yellow! So one stab of yellow. Stab. I like, Celeste, that you're going back and redoing the fish yellow. That's very pretty. Okay, now I'm going to get my yellow and just drop off polka dots and scribble it in. Poke, 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 poke for you, and a 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 poke, poke, poke. It looks like she has polka dots, but that's not right. So now I can scribble it in, mix it into my white, and what am I rooting for? Dark yellow, medium yellow, and light yellow. And then I just scribble it around, and then I go back and get closer to my edges. Remember that? So I just kind of go la, 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 la. And then I'll come back and fix the edges. So I'm just scribbling it in really fast, going around and around. And then I go, okay, now that I scribbled it around, now I can go closer to my edges with smaller wiggles. Ton of wiggles around the edges. And I can get it to fit in the little fins. Hey, this fish has less yellow than my other fish. Who found that to be true? Do you need more yellow? I feel like I need another poke. Why do I keep doing that? I can't seem to stay constant. Okay, now I'm going to get close to my edges. I'm going to go slow. Scribble, 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 whittle, scribbles. Whittle, scribbles. Whittle. First, I just push the yellow around in the center of it, right? And then I pause and go slower near the edges. And with my dirty paintbrush, I'm going to get my orange for my spots. And then, do I care that I have weird scribblies in there? No, it's texture and it's interesting. Okay, now I'm going to get my orange stab. And I put it in my spots. Dot, 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 sweep. Okay, everybody pause and look up even if you're busy, right? And I just draw. So are they really triangles? They will sort of, right? It's just a spot. I don't know this fish. So we just go, okay, it's a spot for you, and a spot, and a spot, and a spot. And then the crown. And then it's this like that, pushed around. I want this one to be darker. I'm going to get more orange. Okay, there. And then, and are they like perfect spots? No. Because after we scribble in and we clean our paintbrush, how come this is going so much faster? We trust ourselves. Now we clean our paintbrush. With a clean paintbrush, can we make the edges of the spots softer with a clean paintbrush? And just give them a little scribble. Fuzzy, fuzzy the outside. Oh, like the clouds in the water. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. Fuzzy, blurry, fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Who knows that story? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Did you guys know that one? We don't learn nursery rhymes anymore. Okay. Ooh, what did I do to this fish, orange? Didn't I put globs of yellow on it just for interest? just to break up the orange. So it's not, I'm going to stab my yellow and just go, some yellow for you, and a little scribble of yellow, and a scribble of scribble, blah, blah, just for interest. So it's not just a flat, boring color. And then she needs freckles, but look at this one. Oh, it was the other one. Oh, well. I forgot. This one with the tail, she has dots down her back. Everybody pause and look up. I messed up. I get the brown, and she has dots down her back. You start right where her fins are, and you go poke, 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 poke. It defines her back. I forgot. There, now I'll let you do that. How did I forget the dots down the back? It's funner. It's one of the funnest things. They're little polka dots, little freckles. Okay, now we can put freckles on this one. And she goes, oh, in her tail, maybe she has like 3. Poof, poof, poof. I pushed hard because I want her tail to be different than her face. And then I could go, pew, 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 pew. And then pew, 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 pew. These are bigger, smashier ones. Pew, 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 pew. Bigger freckles for this fish. Peep, 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 peep. Little tiny ones. But big ones too. And no eyeballs. Remember when I was telling that one guy, because his eyeballs are where? On the sides of his head, and we're looking down in the water at him. Okay, and now our stick is dry. Oh, go ahead, Celeste. Question?
What color do we use for the dots?
Oh, first we paint the whole thing, the yellow, then orange inside the spots, and then we give her dark brown freckles.
Okay.
Okay. Can I show you how to do flowers real quick? So, do you remember this that I made? Okay. So, we're gonna make. What makes this a good luck painting is it's Japanese, right? This is the good luck symbol of yin and yang. And these are also good luck fish, right? Because they have crowns. And cherry blossoms, the luckiest time of year. So cherry blossoms, they're huge bunches where the bunches of flowers. But then the farther I get to the end, the tinier the flowers get. Okay, let me tell you. A huge bunch, a smaller bunch, smaller, smaller. But do they go just on the stick? No, watch, Candace. It's a puff around. We know they have little stems. We're not going to draw them on. So they're a puff around the stick, and then a smaller puff, a smaller puff, a smaller puff, a tiny one. Okay. So let me show you. Where's pink? Pink. Pretty. So and then how are we going to make these flowers? We go straight ahead and we go poof. Poof. So we poke our paint on there. Okay? You want to see? Watch. I'll do it on the paper plate. Okay? So I go like this. I get pink and I go back here where the branch is thick. The flowers are thick. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I on the stick? Yeah. Did I leave the stick too? Yeah. There's an explosion. And then I go, okay, further down or smaller. 1, 2, 3 maybe. And then 1, 2. Hey, that's orange. I stabbed the wrong color. I just looked down. Okay, pink. And then I go, tiny. And then here's another one. Big. Medium. Smaller. Little. Big. Small. Little. Tiny. Big. Small. And am I going on the stick or around the stick? Right? And then watch this. Everybody pause. Now I'm going to get some white. And do I want these to turn white? No. I let pink live. That's dark. Then pink and white makes baby pink. And what if some white happens too? Which means you can't touch these a lot. So I go, pew. I highlighted them. Right? I get more white. pew, 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 pew. And I'm rooting for pink parts that didn't get nothing, baby pink parts, and white parts. Which means, can I touch it a whole bunch? No, that'll just make baby pink. So I'm just like, decorate. What if I make more flowers? So what? Poo, 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 poo. Okay, you ready to make these? Now I'm going to get the pink. Stop! Okay, I'm going to put a big bunch, right? A big bunch, and I go, maybe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh! 7. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then I can go further down the stick. Now it's less. Maybe 4. 1, 2, 3. Did I touch orange again? I'm putting the lid on orange again right now. I can't see, I have a shadow over here on my table. I have orange flowers. Okay, now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go further down the stick. 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 1, 1. The twigs on the ends get little onesie babies. Then I can go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Want to see closer? So I go, oh, look at all this brown. I don't want to look all this brown, so I put flowers on it. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I go down the stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. And I kind of make more flowers when I put the white on too. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, because that was a really ugly area. I didn't like how that came out at all, so I just put flowers all over it. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because I'm in the deep part, and I go less, tan, 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 tan. Ooh. Now I get to put white on it. I can't wait. So I go, okay, let me just see. I just stab it. Pew, 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 pew. And then do I have dark pink parts? Yeah. Do I have baby pink? Do I have white? Yep. Which means only touch it once. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. I'm making more flowers and I don't even care. Pew, 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 pew. Little tiny baby ones on the end. Pew, 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 pew. So what was the sticks for then? Do we love the sticks? No. The sticks are only there to hold flowers. Do not protect your sticks. We don't care about the sticks. Pew, 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 pew. It wouldn't make sense if we had flowers floating in the sky. That's the only reason we needed the sticks. They're like, oh, I love my sticks. I'm in love with them. They'll show through. They're super dark brown. How can they not show through? Don't worry about them. Yay! And look at the pink. Okay, look at my color wheel. Can I show you my color wheel real fast? Look, our fish are these guys, right? Our water flips over and is these guys. So then our flowers are this pink right here, right? Down here closer to in the purple family. So it becomes a rainbow. And our brain goes, ooh, when we see a painting that has all the colors. That's why she's a magenta pink, because she has a little purple in her. And then how about this blue? This blue has a little purple in it. It feels like you did a good job. I know Celeste has to go back and when your fish are dry, you'll have to paint the middle part again. But you know how to make water now, right? So we make it white and then the green, or turquoise, green, then blue, right? But let your fishes dry first. Finish your fish. And then for the stick that was on the side, Celeste, you're going to paint over this too, because whatever color this is, you just paint over it. No one will even know the stick happened right there. Who feels like you did a good job blending, letting two colors become a new color, giving permission for dark color, medium color, light color, the texture, you were very soft with your paintbrush and gave permission for texture. And so you weren't just constantly touching it and just making it perfectly flat and smooth the whole time. I know. Good job, Celeste. Celeste, can you still see the pencil of your fish right here? This one? Not the one you already did. She looks perfect. But this one, can you see the pencil? Outline it in the yellow. Keep going. You're doing a great job.
I can see it a little bit. So
Okay, good. Okay. And we just push the paintbrush with Smith. Who has some touch-ups they want to do? Could you imagine going back over it? Right? Or wait, I wish I would have done that different or that different. Of course, right? And then the only difference between this fish has, because it's true of koi, is sometimes they have microscopic little freckles and sometimes they have blobs. Okay, so these are different that way. And this has 2 big spots and she has a bunch of little spots. So they don't match, that's all. But remember I had to trace over mine with Sharpie. Yours is pencil, you're lucky because I can see my Sharpie show through. You're lucky. Did you guys do a good job? I know you're still painting, some of you are still working. You just keep playing. You play. I love your flowers, Ariel. Look how poofy. See how you didn't overtouch them? You gave them permission to have 3 versions of pink.
Thank you.
You did a great job. I like how you even were able to keep the dark blue on the sides. Remember, I couldn't do that when I did. Remember, I blended mine in that time. And I'm the teacher. And I'm like, why did I keep touching it? I don't know. But we wanted it dark, then lighter, then lighter, then lighter. You were able to do it. Good job.